Lana. The comments in my last video were full of you guys asking me how I did my hair, so it was actually a Flexi Rod set, so I'm going to show you guys how I did that in this video. So you are going to need water and setting spray, and that's about it, and Flexi Rods, of course. Can't believe I almost forgot to say that. You need Flexi Rods. My Flexi Rods were a 1/2 inch in diameter, and it gives me a nice natural looking springy curl, so I love that. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm applying water to my hair because my hair won't mold to a different curl pattern unless it's wet, and I'm applying setting lotion as well to ensure that my hair stays in that new curl pattern once I take the rods out. So I am going to section off my hair, and I do pretty small chunks around each rod because I have really long hair and really thick hair too. If you've got shorter hair than me, or if your hair is just not as thick, then you don't need to use as many rods and you can use bigger sections of hair around each rod. I start by wrapping from the top of my hair at the root, and I wrap away from my face. I kind of twist the piece of hair at the same time as I wrap it around, as you can see here, and when I get to the bottom I tie it into a little knot. When I do Flexi Rods, I wrap it really tightly onto the rod. I don't leave any space showing on the rod at all, and that's for two reasons. One, because I wouldn't be able to fit all of my hair onto the rod if I left any space, and two, because it gives a nice springy ringlet when you unravel it. So I always brush out each piece of hair, and that's just to make sure that there are no kinks and bumps and tangles in the final ringlet once I unwrap it. And I want to show you guys again, I'm just going to wrap my hair around the rod. I don't leave any space showing on the rod at all because I want a nice tight looking ringlet, and then I sort of fold that back on itself towards my scalp to make sure it is nice and tight and that I'm going to get a lot of volume towards my scalp. And I secure all of that by folding the Flexi Rod, and I fold it in the opposite direction to what I was twisting in. So I'll show you guys a few more times to make sure you catch that. So I brush out the piece of hair, and then I go ahead and twist it around. I twist it away from my face. I don't leave any space on the Flexi Rod, and that's to make sure that I get a really nice tight ringlet. And then when I go to secure it all, I fold the Flexi Rod back towards my face, and that way it just makes it really secure. I don't know why, but it just doesn't really work if you fold it the other way around. So I wrap away from my face, and I fold the Flexi Rod towards my face. Things just scare me, I should just walk away, but I can't move my feet. The more that I know you, the more I want to. Something inside me's changed. I'm so much younger yesterday. When you are completely done, you can go ahead and go to sleep, or I don't know, hang around all day. I find that sleeping with this is really hard. Like, it's just really hard to sleep, and I tried it. I had a really bad night's sleep and my hair wasn't even dry, so I'm taking this, which is a soft bonnet attachment for my hair dryer. So I just apply that to my head and I attach it to my hair dryer, and it blows up full of hot air and dries my hair. So I just sit there for around about 20 minutes while it's drying my hair, and then when I take it off, I am done. So I did this because you really need to make sure that your hair is completely dry before you take out the flexi rods, because otherwise your hair is just going to revert back to its natural texture and its natural curl pattern. So your hair needs to be completely dry when you go to take your twists out. So I am unraveling mine now, and I was really happy with how they turned out. And so I use this little technique of just pretty much just unfolding them and then unraveling them like this. I found it works really well, and it doesn't disturb the curls. I really don't want to just yank them out, because then I'm just going to end up with tangles and frizz and stuff. So I just unravel it, and this is the best way that I find to do this. And I'm not just going to leave it like that. Obviously, I'm going to separate each one of those tightly packed curls, because I want it to look kind of more natural than that and give it a bit more volume. So I just pick apart the curls really gently. I flip my hair around a whole bunch, and that just helps the curls to separate and to form more individual curls, and just give me a lot more volume, a lot more body. And if I get a little bit frizz, I don't mind, because it adds the whole kind of look of this flexi rod set. So this is pretty much the final look. I'm really happy with how this flexi rod set turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and learn how to do it. And if you did miss anything, then you can always go back and watch some of the parts of this video again, just to try and understand it a little bit better. But that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the videos on screen now, and I'll see you in the next one.